Hi everyone, Ginette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and I wanted to answer one of the other questions, well, one of many, from the Q&As. So this one is such a great one. It says, can pets come back as humans? How would we know if we were to meet our pet reincarnated? So first of all, can they come back as humans? I personally believe yes. And the reason why is I have come across this a couple times, not a whole ton, but a couple times. And even more so, I know from my experience with my dog that she is a spirit guide of mine, and she purposely decided to come into this lifetime as a dog instead of a human because she would be able to be more present without the kind of baggage that humans experience when incarnated on this planet. And so she purposely decided to come in, told me about it, told me how it was going to go. I had no idea what was going on because I'd never had a dog before. And but it was a really beautiful thing. And so I know from that experience that yes, this can happen. Now, one thing to consider is that souls are souls. And souls can desire to have whatever kind of incarnation is going to benefit their next step in their growth. And so sometimes souls can have an experience as something completely off planet. I know I've had an experience as being a cedar tree for about 300 years. And as crazy as that sounds, and trust me, when I first came across that understanding and that knowing, I had a really hard time with it because it didn't fit what I believed was the way things worked at the time. And the more that I've learned, the more I realize I'm never going to understand exactly how all of it works at all. Not while I'm incarnated here, but I can learn as I go. So having spent that time as a cedar tree, I got to learn the power of observation. I got to learn the energy in forests and how they communicate and so on and so forth. And I know a lot of other people have talked about having different incarnations in different places as different things. I've also seen spirits once they've passed who have wanted to merge with, say, water. Or I've seen spirits merge with the cosmos, and they literally are expanded as big as they can to be one with the stars and the planets and the galaxies. And they can do that. Whereas that person is expanded, but in life they were a human, right? So whatever the soul needs, the soul can work towards or create for their next incarnation. So that being said, if one soul came in as a pet for a while, they could definitely come back in as a human. They may usually come in as humans and then decide to come in as a pet, like my dog Maddie. And so then the question is, the second part of that question would be, or is, how would we know if we were to meet our pet reincarnated? Well, basically, it would be most likely either through a psychic or a medium who can tell you that. You would also perhaps have a soul resonance with that animal. There would be something so much more than normal with that animal. That same sort of kind of soulmate energy that when you meet soulmates or those specific karmic partners or soulmates or twin flames in your life, there's a knowing that you don't just love and care for this person in this lifetime, but it goes beyond. And usually people just say, I just know it. We've known each other before. The same thing would happen with your animal. Now, I do want to add one other little thing is in this, I have also seen where pets, because they tend to live shorter lives than we do as humans, they have on occasion come through several times as several different pets to be able to join their favorite human for that person's lifetime. So that can happen as well. So there's many ways that this can go about, but I believe so many things are possible. So I hope that helps explain it a little bit, and I will be back with more questions, so stay tuned.